Good morning, folks. This is Deb. I'm going to open up today's video with some authentic American gibberish from the man who would be king. Get yourselves ready. You will never be able to recover this time, okay? But it must be heard. So I'm quoting directly here. This is talking about a thing called the economy. I want to do a speech about the economy. A lot of people are very devastated by what's happened with inflation and all the other things. So we are doing this as an intellectual speech. We are all intellectuals today. Maybe not. Today we are doing it, and we are doing it right now, and it's very important. They say it's the most important subject. I think crime is right there. I think the border is right there personally. We have a lot of important subjects. They say it is the most important subject. I am not sure it is. Inflation is the most important, but that is part of the economy. End quote. Yep, that's Donald Trump, economic expert. Okay, the man who, in his first term, let me give you some statistics here. 2.9 million jobs were lost under Donald Trump. He gave out $3 trillion in tax breaks to the wealthiest Americans. He also slashed corporate taxes from 35% to 21%. And 3 million people lost health insurance in spite of the fact that he vowed to repeal Obamacare and do something better than Obamacare. We never saw any of that, just like the infrastructure plan. He promised all of that. Joe Biden delivered that. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris delivered cheaper prices on prescription drugs for seniors and Medicare recipients, capping insulin and inhalers at $35. They just announced a brand new list of drugs now with lower prices for seniors and Medicare recipients. But you know what? Kamala Harris wants that extended to all Americans during her first term. That's what she wants to back, okay? She is also backing returning the $3,600 child tax credit to help families. You know, the bill that was blocked by Senate Republicans. You know, the party that's supportive of families. She also wants to make the child tax credit $6,000 in the first year of a child's life when things are the most expensive. She has a plan to assist people with housing, which, by the way, experts are hailing as genius because they realize that the housing problem is a major driver of inflation in America. She wants to help with down payment assistance for families, and she wants to incentivize builders to build starter homes. She also wants to assist renters. She wants to lower the price of rent and prevent rent from going through the roof. She wants to assist people who are financially struggling with rental assistance. She is going to focus and work with people in the middle class and help people in the lower class move into the middle class. She's trying to build the economy from the bottom up and from the middle out, which is what Joe Biden has been proposing for quite some time now. And of course, you will hear corporations and a bunch of other people out there who have, you know, special interests saying none of this can be done because when it comes to assisting the American people, none of this can ever be done. But when it comes to assisting corporations, we've got all kinds of help for corporations. We make sure they're taken care of. We've given them corporate personhood. The Supreme Court gave them corporate personhood, okay? So we cut corporate taxes from 35% to 21%. And how do they reward the American people for that? By price gouging. And that's really the problem here with the price of food and everything else. It's price gouging. But nobody's willing to say that. The Republicans certainly aren't saying it, and the news media certainly isn't saying it. But Kamala Harris is saying it. So I work in retail, okay? And let me tell you, it's eye-opening. So this is what we see all the time. We have a product over here, and we're checking out why it didn't come in this week. And, oh, it's been replaced by a new product. I see. So we go and we make all those changes, and we get ready, and we place the order for the new product. It comes in. Yep, it's the same price as the old product, and the box looks exactly the same to me. But you got to look at the small print. In the old box, You got 6 in a box. In the new box, you get 4, but the price is the same as the old box. That's how corporate America functions. It's happening across the board. If you can see it in a little store like mine, it's certainly happening on a bigger scale across the nation. We all know the story about Doritos taking some chips out of the bag, but keeping the price the same. These are all of the things that corporate America does to screw over the American people. And yet we can't have any regulation on corporations, but we certainly can allow them to screw the American people over. The drivers of the economy are the people who live day to day, taking care of their families. J.D. Vance, the big family man, should know that, but he's not willing to do anything about helping American families. In fact, nobody in the Republican Party is. I have not seen, honestly, one thing the Republican Party has done historically over the past 20 years that benefits the average American. Not one thing. Nothing. Project 2025 seeks to overturn everything Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have done with Medicare prescription drug pricing. They want all of that gone. What they want is unbridled capitalism. And that's what's gotten us into this mess. So no, you know what? I don't know the details yet of how Kamala Harris is going to have all of this come to fruition. But she has vowed to give us the details over the next few months. But I will tell you this, all of this happening, all of the stuff that they are proposing that does benefit the American people only happens if the Democrats have a strong majority in the House and the Senate. And that's what she is trying to deliver, and we need to make sure that happens. That's the only way any of this change is made. Other than that, if Donald Trump gets in, it's no holds barred. It's not just losing your rights. It's pushing the rest of us into total poverty because he wants to make the corporate tax breaks and the tax breaks on the wealthy permanent while offering absolutely nothing to the average American. Absolutely nothing. Lowered worker protection. Union busting. That's what the Republican Party is all about. And they have not shown one iota of interest in the American people. And they're being led by undoubtedly the stupidest man in America. We have one choice, no matter what your issue is. There is only one choice. There is only one person, one party offering any hope for the future. Donald Trump's vision for America moving forward is bleak at every possible level. He is a man who spends his time wallowing in self-pity and bad-mouthing the entire world. It's time to get rid of them, not just him, but the GOP. They've got to go. I'll talk to you all later.